Hey everybody, welcome to another video. And this time it's not a rant. This is NationStates. It's a website. It originally came out in I don't know when, but I know I originally joined it while I was in high school 10 plus years ago. I'm getting old. So yeah, there you go. We're gonna log into my account. My country is the Republic of Yakutsu, which is Iron Fist consumerist. So we have some civil rights in my lovely nation. My economy is very strong, which is what I'm going for. But not so many political freedoms, but hey, you take what you can get. Yeah. So it comes up with a little synopsis of your country once you get enough issues done, which I'm going to read mine. The Republic of Yakutsu is a massive, environmentally stunning nation, remarkable for its complete lack of prisons, ban on automobiles, and punitive income tax rates. The hard-nosed, hard-working, cynical population of 3.391 billion Yakutsians are kept under strict control by the oppressive government, which measures its success by the nation's GDP and refers to individual citizens as human resources. The large government juggles the competing demands of healthcare, administration, and education. The average income tax rate is 51.3% and even higher for the wealthy. The strong Yakutsian economy, worth 187 trillion brains a year, is fairly diversified and led by the tourism industry, with significant contributions from wood chip exports, cheese exports, and information technology. Black market activity is notable. State-owned companies are reasonably common. Average income is 55,345 brains and evenly distributed, with the richest citizens earning only 2.8 times as much as the poorest. Teenage TV characters are played by 30-year-olds by the end of the second season. Extreme political groups are outlawed. Criminals are thrown to the chocobos to repay their debt to society. And consumption of cat memes has skyrocketed. Crime, especially youth-related, is totally unknown, thanks to a capable police force and progressive social policies in education and welfare. Yakutsu's national animal is the chocobo, which is also the nation's favorite main course. Yakutsu is ranked 62,955th in the world and 1,916th in Lazarus for the largest gambling industry, scoring 1,670.3 on the Kelly Criterion Productivity Index. So yeah, and you get issues once in a while, and if you don't look at your game long enough, well, I mean not game, but your country long enough, like you take too long, like you haven't checked in a few months or whatever, or maybe it's just weeks, they send you an email saying, "Apocalypse looms in your country." So, okay, we got attack of the attack ads for a issue. In an increasingly tense election season looms, candidates have already begun smearing their opponents with vulgar and offensive campaign advertisements. Politicians and pundits of all corners of the political spectrum have asked you to bring some civility back to politics. Now, let's see. I have three options, which I can always dismiss this issue down here, which sometimes I do because I don't like any of the options, even at all. First one is, whatever happened to the good old days, cries MP Chimp Grimes, who saw an ebb of support along with a slew of negative ads targeting his large nose. Politicians used to be elected based on merit, but now the election process has turned into such a sham. One single ad hominem attack is all it takes to tarnish an honorable politician's career. Not to be nosy, pun, but the government should step in and prevent the media from advertising attack ads and political campaigns from producing them. I can hear the complaints now, blah, 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 free speech, blah, 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 censorship. But if that's the price to pay to restore honor to politics, then so be it. Psh. No, that's always a no already. The second option, If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Vince political strategist Magnus Murphy, who was the mastermind behind your, aka mine, I guess, most recent election victory. Perhaps the reason the MP lost support was not because of negative campaigning, but rather poor policies and performance. Attack adverts are as old as politics itself, and no more rampant or influential today than they've ever been. Leave them be. I've even taken the liberty of producing a smear campaign for you to use regarding your main opponent being an East Lubbotuxy spy who is also part of an illegal organ harvesting cult. That's interesting, but no. Have you ever thought that maybe there's a good reason Yokutsu is gripped by the magic of attack ads? Questioned sleazy television executive Sashona Taviner. Who picks these names? We love filth. We love drama. These issues like climate change, corruption, deteriorating relations with Maxtopia, they're real downers, and will they ever really be solved? Surely Yokutsuians agree. Politics is a spectacle and a blood sport, and one that needs to be drenched in more garbage, not less. We shall make the politics of Yokutsu the greatest reality show in Lazarus. Heck, we can even use that question period footage that featured the opposition leader getting egged and that random MP smashing a chair on the interior minister for our opening title. We are dismissing this issue because, no, I don't like any of them. So, I don't know how to say that, but that's our next issue. Conservative media news source Breithart's recent expose claiming that 25% of domestic terrorist funding comes from the welfare fraud that has sparked an earnest debate across Yokutsu on welfare reform. It was bad enough that criminals and lazy bums were scrounging from the state, but now the government is directly subsidizing terrorism, yells Breithart news reporter Sydney Gennaro, pursuing you down the street and trampling over a homeless man's sleeping bag to keep up. You have to end the free ride, cut welfare completely, and make our nation safe. No, you crazy lady. Hold your horses there, buddy. Let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, says single parent Birgitta Mendez, ignoring the three mewling moppets trying to get her attention. Yokutsu just needs its welfare system to be fully managed, monitored, and policed. Give folks on welfare charge cards whose transactions records are sent to a searchable police database. Then anyone making a purchase that's the least bit suspicious should be brought in for interrogation. Not too big on that one either. Sounds like a lot of expensive admin work to me, complains welfare director Ganondorf Stoker. Wouldn't you rather have a solution that reduces government spending but still helps those who deserve it? Here's the thing. Nobody wants to say it, but we all know that 99% of terrorists are from a handful of religions and nations. Just say that people from those groups don't get welfare and you can both save money and prevent terrorism. No, I'm not being a racist asshole. So there you go. I say unto you that the answer is more welfare, not less, offers unemployed youth Lucina Violet's Glory, pushing a shopping trolley of ammonium nitrate and diesel oil to the checkout till. If you increase welfare, then maybe the resentful, disenfranchised minorities will feel more supported by society and become less prone to radicalization. What have you got to lose? And guess what? Don't like any of them. So dismissing again. Not mushroom for error. Hair puns. I love it. Wild mushroom season is upon Yokutsu again. And as is traditional, Yokutsuians from all over the country will go out to gather nature's bounty. In recent years, however, there have been more and more deaths due to people mistaking poisonous fungi for harmless ones. Ignorance is the problem, commenced Mario Morcella, famed plumber and forest forager. I'm sorry, I got... Passing you a peach he found near an old castle. Thank you. I love this. You should set up a system for training and licensing people who want to collect wild fungi. Require collectors to have the best field guidebooks and ban any unlicensed individuals from mushroom gathering. Also, increase the number of park rangers so these life-saving measures are properly enforced. I mean, I'm partially for that, but not fully. I like the idea of educating the masses. Quality is the problem, suggests Ellie Cantharellis, one of Yokutsu's leading mycologists. First, let's ban wild mushroom foraging, but also we must increase funding for mushroom farming research. I know we can develop domesticated mushroom varieties and farming methods that would match wild ones for variation in type, good taste, and other desired properties. People can have their mushrooms and eat them without risking death, too. I don't know. I don't know. Some people would still want organic. You know, city folks is the problem. Retorts Rural Association Representative John Tuber in his rustic dialect. We country folk knows good shrooms from bad, all right. It's just townies coming out to take stuff without even a by your leave that's getting themselves into this trouble. Let's keep 'em out of our fields and woods where they don't belong no hows, and then they won't end up deader than 4 o'clock. Oh, and we'll supply you with plenty of flying wild mushrooms for you free if you want some. That was fun. Mollycoddling is the problem, grumbles libertarian thinker Olivia that's her name now. You should do away with this NationStates system and let people take whatever risks they think they can manage. And if they fail, well, that's just Darwinism at work. I kind of do like the country one right there. But at the same time, I don't like any of these either. Most of the time I don't. Resistance is fertile. Oh, God. Oh, goody. So this is our final issue, and I've dismissed all of them except for this one so far. An outbreak of an antibiotic-resistant superbacterium has killed 5 people in Yokutsu City, and epidemiologists are linking the emergence of this strain to contaminated chicken meat from poultry given regular doses of antibiotics. Health officials, farmers, and consumers are searching for solutions to prevent another outbreak. There's a simple solution, says Al Connery, head of the Yokutsu Public Health Board. Ban antibiotic use on animals. Antibiotic overuse promotes drug-resistant bacteria, and the chemicals involved are also tainting the food chain. If animals get sick, call them. Superbugs will be a thing of the past. The government must not do that, shouts Beyonce Kennett, head poultry butcher at Chicken's Box Incorporated. We will lose revenue and efficiency. We raise thousands of birds here, and antibiotics allow us more meat per unit, more units per square meter, and more units per brain. You should allow us to use whatever drugs we need to keep the farming industry strong. Does anyone forget to mention why chickens get sick? Asked young farmer Quincy Rice as he pets Miss Tweety, the favorite of his 5 chickens. It's because they're cooped up in cages, unable to move, to develop their bodies and exercise. The solution is for free-range farming to be mandatory. Meat will then be fresher, healthier, and better tasting. We'll need more room, of course, so perhaps the government could donate us some city parks to convert? Wait a minute! Has anybody thought about the little guy here, by which I mean the poor, destitute pharmaceuticals industry? Questions Big Pharma executive Freddie Yeltsin as he steps off his private jet. If you block out sales, our profits will fall by several % and jobs will be lost. Perhaps instead subsidize investment into the next generation of antibiotics. That way farmers can use antibiotics all day long and will likely still have new tools to treat sick patients with. No, we're going to do the ban antibiotics, even though I'm not big on that. But at the same time, I agree. You know, we're facing that problem now with superbugs. But it'll also mean less food, which I don't like that either. But we're going with it because I want to show you what happens when you actually do pass something. It can change your civil rights, all those stating. So, comedy, drama rule box office as action flicks fail. Tourism industry discounts benefit locals. Jobless numbers grow. Striking own path, Yokutsu follows unique vision. So, my authoritarianism has went up. Stalin's. ideological radicality has went up. Health has went up. Income equality's gone up. Pacifism's gone up. Weather has gone up, like more sun. It's weird. Taxes went up, though. Safety's went up. Lifespans went up. Tourism's gone down. Crime has gone down. I don't know why that's in red. Wouldn't that be a good thing? Obesity has gone down. Human Development Index went down. I guess we're de-evolving into cavemen. I don't know. Employment's also went down a little. Economic output went down. Average income went down. Economy went down. Wealth gaps went down. So I think that's good. Economic freedoms went down, and agriculture went down by a lot, but haha, surprise chickens. Okay, let's see. I think there was something else I wanted to show y'all. Because there's some cool stuff here. That's not what I want to show you. See, and it says leading causes of death. Mostly they're old, but there is some acts of God and some lost in wilderness there, as you can tell. Let's see. And there's my government. You know? See, I like how this. None of them are really big. I mean, okay, healthcare and administration are kind of big, but I mean, they're not like 40% of the pie, so. The biggest ones are 15.8%, and I don't think that's bad. And it's 42.2% of GDP, which is the government expenditure, which I hope's not too bad. And then here we've got the economy, which is 183 trillion brains, which is 54,224 brains per person. The poorest 10% only get 32,064 brains per person, and the richest 10% have 85,846 brains per person per year. So, private industry is 51%, the government's 42.2%, state-owned industry is 3.8%, and the black market is estimated at 2.9%. We don't care about my ranks. And then there's trends where you can check most things, you know, like there's my freedoms. Yeah, I never said you have a lot of political freedom in my country. You don't. I want to show y'all information technology. See, it's like, hey, we have no internet. Hey, look, dial-up. Oh, look. Semi-fast internet up here. See, and there's a lot of things like this to look at. See, look at all that. Hey, let's look at cheese exports, since that's supposedly one of my big ones. Dang, we didn't want cheese right there. But cheese. I love cheese. Anyway, I've loved this game. I've played it for years. Nothing's ever going to change it. And I thought I would just show y'all so y'all could check it out, you know, see the base stuff about it a little. If you join, let me know. We can PM each other. I can try to help you or whatever. It's free, so you might as well check it out. And I want to thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.